Welcome, friend, to another Astrological Zen-ergy video where I talk about some of the planetary energies that can be impacting your life and some ways that can help you keep your Zen while you're riding these waves of that energy. In this video, we're going to look at the Jupiter Retrograde energy, its pre-shadow, full retrograde, and post-shadow periods. When Jupiter is direct, it's the planet that's associated with good luck and believed to magnify or expand the effects of whatever sign or house that Jupiter is in at the time. So when it comes in contact with placements in your birth chart, it can nudge you to move beyond boundaries, ignite some courage, believe in yourself more, and trust in the universe more as well. Jupiter can strengthen optimism and spark like a craving to leap into an unknown adventure, seeking an extraordinary experience and to broaden your consciousness. We just need to be aware that it can sometimes encourage us to bite off a bit more than we can chew. We can get so excited that we want to do too much. So when it's direct, this planetary energy is focused a lot on the external experiences, but let's talk about when Jupiter is not direct. When Jupiter enters its pre-shadow of its retrograde, and then when it goes full retrograde, these motions can have a number of effects. There's like four we'll talk about. The first is self-reflection. Jupiter is associated with expansion and growth, so when it appears to move backward from Earth's perspective, it can be a significant time to reevaluate goals and beliefs and reflect on what's truly important in making adjustments to goals and plans. Second thing is inner work, because Jupiter retrogrades can be more internal and psychological. We tend to focus more on our self-reflection and inner work rather than external events. We turn very inward during the retrogrades, or can. Third thing is we can explore missed opportunities. So it's that, reflecting backward. So that motion can allow time to explore those opportunities that we've overlooked or we feel we've missed, and we can revisit those. And then lastly, discovering value. The Jupiter's retrograde motion can provide a chance to find value in unexpected places where we have not been told to look. We're told a lot to define ourselves and look at our worth in relationships of all kinds, situations, things, but unexpected place might even be looking inward and upward inside and finding value there. Jupiter enters its pre-shadow today on July 15th, 2024. You might be watching this later, but which means that it begins to slow down and head towards its full-blown retrograde on October 9th of 2024. So we'll begin to feel the energies of the retrograde now, and it'll become stronger day by day by day as we move towards October 9th. It will go direct again on February 4th of 2025, which is when we begin to move back forward, reaching the end of the post-shadow period on April 30th of 2025. The post-shadow period is a time where we can reflect upon what we learned during the pre-shadow and retrograde, and plan on what changes that we'll implement as the planet gets closer and closer to stepping completely out of the shadow period. Now, Jupiter will be in the sign of Gemini during this period, which brings awareness around communication and friendships. We can gain clarity around who individuals really are, and also evaluate who we're going to keep in our lives and who we're going to be letting go of. Jupiter isn't super comfortable when it's in the air sign Gemini because it makes the planet of expansion take a more restrictive and defined look at things, but it can also suddenly give us clearer perspective and allow us to see things from a higher perspective. It can help us look at our small t truths that are rooted in fear and transform some triggers that we have that are bouncing around below the surface. The Gemini energy reminds me of the energy of the Fool card in this particular, with Jupiter being in Gemini, because it's where we can get ignited to end old cycles and begin new cycles, allowing a new adventure to emerge. But it feels like it's full of possibilities and less restrictions. So it's like Sagittarius, childlike energy when they haven't been told no yet, and they think anything is possible in the world. And of course, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Let's look at how Jupiter retrogrades in Gemini can influence each zodiac sign. We'll talk about each sign individually, but generally, it can be most intense for Geminis, Sagittarians, Virgos, and Pisceans, who might feel a little bit of strain in their intimate relationships due to experiencing trouble committing or expressing their feelings to those that they care about. We'll get in more detail here in a sec. Can also be most challenging for Taurians, Scorpios, Cancer signs, and Capricorns, who can be drawn to do a lot of soul searching during the retrograde, and it might take a few months to really connect with our true selves. And it can be most beneficial for the last four, Leos, Aquarians, Libras, and Aries, because their energies mesh more easily with the Gemini energy, which can mean a less stressful retrograde, allowing the space to focus on how they can improve matters and align with others more effectively. But let's look specifically at each sign and how this retrograde energy can impact them. So consider looking at both your sun sign and your rising sign for the most clarity. Starting with Aries, Jupiter's been traveling through your third house of communication. You may have noticed this influence since May 25th, increasing the focus on your social life and curiosity. So your social calendar can fill up quickly during this time, and you might find yourself more busy than usual with plans involving friends, neighbors, and siblings, and even short distance travel. During the post-shadow period, you will have time to review your calendar to see if you're spreading yourself too thin and possibly make time for some self-nurturing and developing skills that you haven't touched in a while. Taurus, Jupiter's been in your second house of worth and income since May 25th, which can bring in more opportunities to increase cash flow and focus on your thoughts and beliefs around self-worth and what you attach to it. During the post-shadow, you can feel a nudge to get serious about long-term dreams and money-making projects, seeking clarity on what actually deserves your energy. You have the opportunity to make some decisions, make some plans on how you can make them a reality, and begin to take small actions as you get toward the end of the shadow period. Gemini, Jupiter's been in your sign since May 25th, multiplying your drive to hit personal goals and make your mark. During the post-shadow, you will have an opportunity to step back and determine whether you're in alignment with those goals. Are you focusing your energy on the truly important and urgent relationships and goals? Or are you burning the candle at too many ends, prioritizing everything and everyone as urgent and important, even when it's not? Extra time spent going inward can help you answer these questions. Cancer signs, Jupiter's been in your 12th house of spirituality since May 25th, expanding your dreams. You're usually more comfortable focusing on socializing, learning, researching, and forging new connections, but Jupiter is prompting you to slow down, prioritize nurturing yourself and recharging your battery, with an emphasis on the 12th house energies like your imagination and the unconscious. As the retrograde hits, all this energy will magnify, and you might find yourself intent on caring for your inner self as much as you do your social life, which can benefit your overall well-being in significant ways. Leos, your Jupiter's been in your 11th house of networking and aspirations since May 25th. And this can offer expansion of or more opportunities to connect and collaborate with peers on common goals, and possibly feel like big dreams you've had for a while have some fruit beginning to show itself. And during the post-shadow, you'll have several months to reflect on where it would be best to focus your energy to make your dreams bear the most fruit. Virgo, your Jupiter has been moving through your 10th house of career since May 25th, causing you to possibly have an itch for more big picture projects, opportunities to lead, and even recognition for your hard work. You might have already received some recognition from whom you deem as important individuals, which in a way encourages you and shows you that there is more that you want to accomplish. During the post-shadow, you'll have the time to connect with your intuition, to gain clarity on what exactly you want to achieve and be recognized for. Libra, your Jupiter's been moving through your 9th house of adventure since May 25th, expanding your ability to learn, venturing out of your comfort zone, picking up new skill sets, and even possibly birthing your writing or mental children out into the world. You'll be drawn a little inward, charged to reflect more deeply than you have in the past in areas that you have not gone before. So you can experience epiphanies as you access your creative side, especially about interests in long-distance travel. Tuning into your intuitive side can help you discover ways to make these dreams come true. Scorpio, your Jupiter's been moving through your 8th house of emotional bonds since May 25th. And this can cause a magnified deep dive into your most intimate relationships and joint resources. It's an opportune time to learn more about investments, real estate, and other financial projects that you're jointly exploring with a loved one. And as Jupiter goes full on retrograde, you'll have an opportunity to reevaluate any endeavors along these lines. It's also an ideal time to gain clarity on what kind of physical, mental, and emotional bonding time will prove most fulfilling within your deepest relationships. Sagittarius, Jupiter rules over your sign and has been tripping through your 7th house of partnership since May 25th, highlighting all of your one-on-one relationships, whether that's romantic, platonic, and professional, and it's likely bringing you a feeling of bliss with these bonds. And when Jupiter goes full retrograde, you'll have a chance to review and reevaluate how you're showing up for others and how they're showing up for you. Capricorns, Jupiter's been moving through your 6th house of wellness and daily routine since May 25th. This could be giving you a zap to expand your daily investment of energy. You've probably had more work thrown your way, more chances to meet up with friends on a regular basis, and a greater desire to experiment with your health and fitness regimen. As Jupiter goes retrograde, you might be nudged to think about what commitments are worth your time and which can go. Aquarius, Jupiter's been moving through your 5th house of romance and self-expression since May 25th. And you've likely been taking a lighter, more spontaneous approach to life, being drawn to creative pastimes and feeling more flirtatious and lighthearted. If you're single, you might find your dating life is particularly active, and if you're attached, you could feel like you're falling in love all over again with your partner. And as Jupiter retrogrades, you'll have a chance to slow down and reimagine what you want this area of your life to look like, both now and in the long run. And you might be drawn to make pleasure a higher priority going forward. And Pisces, Jupiter's been in your 4th house of home life since May 25th, drawing you to super focus on your domestic and inner emotional world. As it retrogrades, you could question recent real estate related decisions or be thinking about how past wishes related to family fit your current or future vision. This could be an especially fruitful moment for intensive therapy, meditation, or journaling to gain clarity on the path that will best bolster your sense of security. And those are some of the individual impacts of this energy of the Jupiter retrograde. But overall, we all will have a sense of seeking truth and meaning during this time, with a strong desire to seek truth, meaning, and understanding in life. We may be drawn to philosophical or spiritual teachings that help us make sense of the world around us. Make sense with everything going on in the world, right? But Jupiter normally encourages us to be outgoing and idealistic and forward-thinking. But when this giant planet turns retrograde, we're being cosmically encouraged to do some serious introspection. So that's it for now. I hope this information on planetary energy helps you be aware of all that astrological weather and can help you in maintaining your Zen as much as possible. If you have any questions or ways that help you with this energy, or any additional knowledge that you'd like to share regarding this content, I'd love to hear from you. We can all help each other with tools that aid us in, surfing these emotional energies and learning from each other. You can either comment on this video down below, or if you would prefer to not have it public, you can also contact me via my email at brettazen@gmail.com. Till next time, remember, every second of every day of your life that you are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So hang in there, take care of you. We'll see you soon.